Feels like I'm underwater. Or like I'm hanging just above a pool and just watching the ripples of the pool. There's bubbles kind of going past my face. And there's like a very vague face that I can't make out, like behind the bubbles. Looks like whatever the face is, they're wearing sunglasses. Yeah, the more I try and focus on whatever it is, the blurrier it gets. So the less attention I pay, it looks clearer. Yeah, the water's completely gone now. It's like the face is like getting bigger, but it's not getting closer. Like I'm the same distance, it's just expanding. Now it's turned into a blob that's sort of like bouncing around. Let's see, whatever the face was just left. And the water's gone, so I'm completely alone. Like I feel like there's something flying up here that I can't quite make out what it is. Like I can't look up to see it. Like it looks like it's trying to fly, but it's staying completely still.
Creature or...
And then the more, now that I can actually look up now, and there's just many, many more of them, like off into the distance.
Creature or machine?
And I can kind of hear like faint bird noises. Like very distant, like squawks or squeals or whatever it would be. Let's see. Yeah, now that I'm focused back down, that blob is still there, but it's just focused and centralized where that head was. There's like some weird shape. Like I think it's like a horse or something. It like feels like it's getting closer. But it's not galloping, it's just like a stagnant horse kind of just moving towards me. Yeah, and the birds are gone now. Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that shape's like a horse or something, but the harder I focus, the less clear it is. But the less I pay attention, the clearer it becomes. Yeah, the bird noises are gone. I just realized I can't hear them anymore. The blob's back moving across my vision. And then there's a second one that's just staying right here. It feels like there's something right here to the side of me. But for some reason I really don't want to turn and look at it. I don't know, something's like keeping my focus forward. And there's another shape in the distance now, but it's not a horse anymore, but I can't make it out because I'm focusing on it. Yeah, the one of the like blobbish figures is now like forming into like almost a triangle and sort of not coming closer but getting bigger. Now it just looks like it's kind of bubbling, and I think whatever figure it was is behind it, but the blob is sort of stopping me from figuring out what the thing is. And now that I'm trying not to focus, this thing just came back, but I still don't want to turn to look at it. Now, I don't know, tilted my focus down, and now like I feel like I have an aerial view of a body of water, but it's not. It's almost like a giant Olympic-sized like round pool that I'm over top of now. Just sort of like a camera would fade in towards it. But if I bring my focus back up, I'm on the ground looking at the blob thing. So if I'm looking down, I'm floating over a pool, but if I'm looking up, I'm back on the ground. I don't know. There's something constantly moving across my vision. It seems to be like similar to whatever the blob thing is.
How far is he
And every time I focus, it sort of expands forward.
That's how much the creature when I focus.
Yeah, now when I look down, I'm just back on the ground. But now the birds are starting to scatter more across my vision.
When did the birds come by?
And yeah, the calls and the squeaks just came back from the birds. Let's see. Yeah, the blob figure's gone, but the figure behind it isn't there anymore. And then the birds have sort of flown past my vision.
Oh, we also made jokes about birds not being real before. That's interesting to come back to them.
Yeah, and the bird noise just went away again. I don't know. Now it feels like the static I'm hearing is the ground. Like I can sort of see it sort of bounce. It's almost like now I'm like parallel to the bubbles rather than the bubbles coming directly at my face. And then a face is back. But when I focus on the face, the bubbles become here, and when I stop focusing, they come back down here. I can't tell. I think it's a face, but it looks like it may have wings as well.
The fucking angels.
And now it's slowly floating up and out of sight.
Are the birds connected to the bubbles? What did you say? Where is this? He said the winged creature thing.
But now it's floating back down. Yeah, I think I'm in the water now. Because I saw something dive into the water just past me. And I think the water's calming down. Like there's very faint, small ripples going through.
Alright, that's 15. 13.
Oop. Wow.
Welcome back.
Thanks, man.